Right, so we have our basic controls down. We need to go through something called control block. Now, control block is best described with an example. So if I do this, if my score is greater than 90, print a star. If my score is greater than 80, print A. If my score is greater than 70, print B. If my score is greater than 60, print C. And if my score is greater than 50, print D. So we have our basic scoring structures. This is a very quick example. So let's see what happens if my score was 78. So I'm going to visualize code. What we should expect is that since it's 78, it should be an B, because it's between 70 and 80. But let's see what happens. Stores 78 into the frame. Goes, is it greater than 90? Is 78 greater than 90? No, so it skips it. Is 78 greater than 80? No, so it skips it. Is 78 greater than 70? Yes, so it prints B. Is 78 greater than 60? Yes, and prints C. Is 78 greater than 50? Yes, and prints D. So what has happened is that the code has gone through actually all of these things one at a time to check if it's true, but we know that only one of this needs to come out, only one letter grade. So how do you block it off? How do you do something called a control block? There's another keyword. The keyword is else if, elif. So let's see what happens if I substitute my elif scores. Everything has elif in front of it. Elif. So visualize code. My score, Ford, is it greater than 90? No. So it checks the next one. Is it greater than 80? No. Is it greater than 70? Yes. Prints B and jumps to the end of the line. And that's the power of the elif. What's happened is basically I have combined all the 5 if statements into one block, and only one of these instructions will print. The reason it works is because of this elif. That's a key word. What Python does is it sees if, and once it sees if, it goes, I've started a code structure, and every time it sees if, it'll see I have started another control structure. But with the word elif, it knows to tie in the previous structure in with the current one. So if I have if and I see elif, it goes, then that means I need to continue on to this one. It sees another elif, I need to continue on to this one. It sees another elif, I need to continue on to this one. It sees another elif, I need to continue on this one. So it takes this whole thing as one structure. There's one more keyword, the keyword is called else. What else does is, else does not need a condition. So these here, everything inside these brackets are conditions. These next to the if statements, they're conditions. The condition is, if this condition is true, if my score is greater than 90, then you print A, but it's not. It is not. It's greater than 80. Is it greater than 70? Yes. Prints B, jumps to the end. Let's see if I try 49. Is it greater than 90? No. Is it greater than 80? No. Is it greater than 70? No. Is it greater than 60? No. Is it greater than 50? No. And it automatically prints F. It doesn't need to check whether or not it's greater than or less than. Else is another keyword that does, if nothing above works, then do this automatically. That's what else does. So this whole structure is called a control structure. you'll notice that you can only have one if, you only have one else, but you can have multiple elifs in between.